Yeah, we are back with another preview. Hey, listen, who is UFO Endz, by the way, bro? Because first I saw Flat Earth Savage, and now I'm seeing UFO Endz. Who's been watching our videos, bro, and creating names? Bro, let me know who he is, man. This is crazy, bro. But listen, big up to you nonetheless. Man said, big up the man there, man. It's a picture of me as well. That's crazy, man. Run up the likes. Get me twisted.
Got to start wondering where they're getting these pictures from. Is the real question?
Oh, that's my Twitter picture anyway. So that's probably where you got that from. Yeah, I don't. What was Savage's one? The Flat Earth one. What was?
Bro, I have to say it again, bro. Whoever it is, you're a loser, bro. So whether you think it's funny or not, bro, I think you're a loser.
For fuck's sake. Nah, bro. I'm like, yo, who the hell is that, bro? Creating. But listen, man, we're here to do the preview, man. Bologna round the corner. Can Liverpool get another win? 4 wins out of 4 so far. Can we get another one to make it 5? Obviously, we had the little 1 defeat in there. We had to reset, go again. The man them I spoke to G earlier, Salvi, obviously was in the chat on the Stairmaster doing your thing, bro. So I haven't really spoken to you there. Hope you're blessed though, man. G, hope you've been chilling, blessed since we left. Did you get all the work done?
Yeah, literally got everything finito. So man can just relax now for the rest of the evening, man.
What are you saying though, Sav, man? What's your day been like, bro?
Just work and weird meetings, but I can't see the Zoom meeting business, but it's an idiot thing, but
why is it an idiot thing, bro? Zoom is when the people
man them are on the thing on the screen acting like they're really in the office and that, but everyone's in their yard.
Suit and thing, man, just in the suit.
Just put your t-shirt on, bro, you idiot. Fucking hell.
Okay.
Well, some people just want to be respectable when they come on the screen. That's all.
But you don't.
I know that you're doing the zesty thing. I know you don't have trousers on, blood, so it's weird. just put your t-shirt on and sit on the screen. I was about to
stand up real quick, boy.
At this stage, I'm with Sav though, because you be like, bro, like I know you don't have your socks and shoes on either, bro. So what are we doing? Just pretending to be smart.
And you know what they do as well, bro? Like any noise that they get in the background, they don't do what we do on stream and that. These like actually pretend that it doesn't exist in it. Like I can hear your ugly kid shouting, bro, and you just I know you're kicking him in the spine. Time to go away. Just bro,
just mute yourself. Just mute yourself.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Nah, tell man, shut up and get the room.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. There ain't no place on this planet for ugly kids, bro. Now they're just taking up space. Already enough of ugly people in general, bro. Like they're taking up space, bro.
On the planet or just in general, bro?
On the planet, bro. And I know everyone's gonna say, "What about ugly adults?" But they're gonna grow up to be ugly adults, and so it's the same thing, bro. I'm just saying, they remind me of like ugly kids. Remind me of like Fulham and like Charlton when I was a kid in Middlesbrough. Like you're just in the Prem for no reason. You're not gonna win anything, bro. You're just gonna take up space.
You're just taking up space, like
just give the top teams like 3 points. They're annoying, bro.
Extra game, bro. We don't have to play, but we're gonna have to play. Listen, man. Hey guys, big up, man. Smash the likes on the way in. Hey, I like it, man. I like what Slot said in the press conference. The team has to keep the standards, man. Yeah, we'll get to that straight away. To be fair, press conference. Obviously, we had McAllister in there. We also obviously after we had on a Slot that chipped in and said his part. I felt like the questions were kind of similar, but just reworded in a different way. But one thing he obviously said, man, about the standards, man, and we ain't accepting no mediocrity at all in the team. So, man, them that think that you can drop your standards and, half-heartedly and do this, yeah, we're not going to do that. And that's good, bro. That's good. I like that because now I know players are not going to be able to get away with anything. And if you don't stand on your word, Mr. Arna Slot, in terms of we see that, man, them are dropping their standards and you're not dropping them,
I mean,
then we have to come.
I saw your thumbnail yesterday, blood. So clearly, man ain't standing on his word by your thumbnail yesterday.
What's that?
Salah, blood. If Salah's been rubbish for 4 games, blood, he ain't standing on his word. He's a liar, blood.
But Sav, for us, he might be rubbish. For him, he might go.
That's what me and G tried to say to you.
No, Sav. As I said, we can separate the opinions. Mine is I'm strong with what I think. But he doesn't, so that's why I can't say, he's not standing on his word because maybe he likes the way he's performing.
Listen, I asked you already, I just spoke to you about. Do you like Slot?
So far, yes. So far, yes. He hasn't given me a reason to doubt him yet. There's no reason yet.
Interesting. Very
You're like an NPC, man.
yeah, interesting. So I said it's very interesting that you said that.
Why is he interested? Talk to me, lads, man. What's going on? Talk to me.
I just don't like him, blood.
I mean, I feel like you've complained that some of the players that he's playing, the Jotters, the Salahs,
Yeah.
I don't feel like you've been happy with these guys playing. So to me, that sounds like you're not really happy with the manager's decision making at this moment in time. It sounds like you're questioning.
It sounds like Endz slot out, to be honest, bro.
Slightly, it does.
Okay.
Hashtag Endz slot out. Fair enough.
Okay, that's a fair point. I've never been asked a question, and I've been asked a question. He hasn't given me a reason to, but yes, I'm not impressed that he keeps playing a guy. But as I said, he might think he's playing well. He might just think he's playing well. I don't think he is.
He must be, though. Obviously, as you said, he must be in the manager's eyes. He must be playing well enough, But
is that what you're trying to start? Gee, all right,
guys, I'm good, bro. Every stream that you do now, that's the first thing I'm putting down.
It's like, all right. Hey, I don't mind the tag, bro. I'll run with it still.
Shades.
No, I run
them
with
DMs. When you get them DMs, threatening your life and that.
I'll block it, man. I'll do what Saeed said, but I'm outside the stadium in the rain, blood. So you know what I mean?
That's
Man,
like,
really,
find me. I'm in the car park, bro.
Yeah, man, them really want it, bro. It's not a nice thing, bro. But listen, he's not giving me a reason yet. But if he continues, then I'll question him.
Red for life, I don't know, by the way. This is Endz. This is Endz's views, by the way.
No, say okay. Let me give you an example. Say, all right, let's say Bologna, he stinks it up. Stinks it up again. I'm talking about not one completion in terms of a dribble, yeah. Palace on the weekend stinks it up again. That's when I have an issue. All right, he's not played well in my opinion for 4 games. This certain player we're talking about, but there's 2.
Why can't you just say his name?
No, because I don't want to do that because I think it will go into a conversation. I don't want to go there again.
Okay.
I think there's 2. The last 2 are massively where I think, bro, this man has been dog shit. But because he scored and assisted, the man then will tell me otherwise. That's fine. The other 2, you can question mark it, whatever. Man then will tell you he did other stuff in the game. Travella pass here, Travella pass there. He was still shit. But if he adds another 2, like dog shit, where I'm like, bro, this man can't be starting a game of football going forward.
Bro, that's when the next 2, I guarantee you, he will start these games. And with what we're talking, obviously, we'll get into the whole
of course.
Certain players who may or may not be here. It's going to make it even difficult for you to get your wish. To be fair, but we'll talk about it.
True. I don't have a wish, by the way. If he plays well, he plays in it. It's just
it doesn't sound like it. It really sounds like you are rubbing that lamp and making sure that this brother is not playing games. It's fine though. Well, we stay winning. We stay winning, top of the league in that.
What did you make of? Obviously, you guys saw McAllister in it. I'm sure you guys watched it, right? See McAllister speaking about obviously reacting after the defeat to Forest and obviously 4 straight wins. He said obviously we looked at certain details. We didn't like the way we finished the game. Looking at those since the Forest game, have we improved? Do you think, or is it just the players like the Mo Salahs, scoring goals or whatever to help the team win? Or have we tweaked it slightly? Have you seen anything different since that defeat?
No, we only looked. What was after Forest? AC Milan.
AC Milan.
And then
Bournemouth,
and then West Ham.
Yeah.
And then Wolves.
Yeah.
Nah, nothing's different, man. Same shit, man.
Because he said we looked at the details, and I'm like, okay, what details did you? Obviously, he said that the way we finished. One of the guys in the press conference as well. I don't know if it's true. He just mentions he kind of gathered that Slot wasn't kind of happy at the end of the game. But he said it was around the 75th minute. He said from that point, Wolves didn't even have a shot on goal. I don't know if it's true because I can't even remember. I was just, focused so much on the game that they didn't even have a shot. So it wasn't like, they caused us any trouble. But what Arne Slot said, it was more the transitional moments. And when we could have made a good pass or we could have got into a good area, we lost the ball. And then when we did get into those good areas, we didn't make use of it. So that's what he was more unhappy about than anything else in terms of the Wolves. What did you guys make of that comment? If you did see it or hear it,
He might. I have no doubt that he looked at all the finer details and stuff like that. But every game since then, I don't know, man. Like AC Milan, we were good most of the game. 10 minutes at the beginning, 15 minutes at the end. And then West Ham, we were good against West Ham. I don't know. I didn't see anything different. I feel like what you just said is what we're still doing. We're in transition. We're not doing the right things, bro. We're not making the right pass. We're not shooting when you need to shoot. I think it's still the same problem.
Yeah, and we're savage. I don't think the team has improved at all since Forest. I think we've been literally exact same, just different opposition that we played against. So we're not coming up. I don't think we played against really a low block the way that.
If anything, Wolves and Nottingham are they're just as terrible, bro.
Yeah, literally.
Score.
Yeah. I would say that, but we're winning, so currently.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the other one: are we quick to go further in the title, Champions League? That was a question to McAllister, and he said, "I can say a lot of things, but we have to show it." He was saying about obviously the quality in the squad, and he mentioned the other players, the Curtis Elliott's and Wataru, even though because the guys were more focused on him, Gravenberch, and obviously Soboslai. But he obviously said that these guys have a lot of qualities to offer as well. So kind of shadows in terms of what some section of the fan base is saying. Obviously, they don't really rate Curtis, don't really rate Endo or Elliott like that. But obviously, he's saying, nah, these men have a lot to offer to the squad. And I did hear Arnold Slot say it as well. What did you guys kind of make of that as well? I know you guys share the same sentiment. I know you respect the players. You don't really throw the players under the bus or anything like that. But for another player, a quality player that we respect in the team, to say, and some section might say they don't, he's just saying it. But I don't think he will just say stuff for saying its sake.
I think he means it. Doesn't mean he's right, but he does. I think he means it but he trains with them every single day. So the stuff that he sees them implement in training and he's not had a chance to see them do it on the pitch. So all he's got to go off really is training, because the rest of them, they've all had like one game max each, I think. And the rest have been like, and for them one game, the one game they played, they've all been good. So then it's like, okay, I get to see you in training every day. He's probably getting torn up by them in training. I wouldn't be surprised if I was skinning man in training, blood. Like, it's just, you get me? Some people are just like that. So I don't think he's lying. I don't think he's completely wrong either. I do think they have certain qualities and stuff like that as well. So yeah, he's probably telling the truth on that. But I don't think, even though I don't think he's just saying it, you're never gonna see a man say it the other way either way. But he went out of his way to say it, so I do agree that it's not like they asked him about those players. He went out of his way to say it, so I agree.
I also think though with players as well, them being so you're so aware of your surroundings in terms of social media, they're not dumb. They know that we've been talking about those three in midfield as opposed to, and they know the stuff that people say about the other players, the Jones, the Endos and stuff. So this, I think, also as well, as much as maybe he means it, if he does it, cool, whatever. But I do think that also plays a part in the way that you know what I mean, because you want people to know, like, bro, like, we respect these man, like, so you should respect them, what I mean, like, same kind of way. So
does take the pressure off himself as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that as
well. Starting, so
no facts. Last but not least, I think this one was the.
Why do they keep trying to trick the players into the thingy? By the way, they keep asking them about the amount of games they're playing and that. Like, get over it.
Yeah, we don't want no more injuries, bro. One of our players spoke about it and then he got injured. So
like honestly, get over it, bro. Like I hate this, because at the end of the day, you cannot play on it. You're not a slave, bro. You cannot play. Your manager's probably gonna have an issue with you, bro. But if you tell him to, so don't all these men pretending like man's got a gun to their head and have to play in that. But like, don't get me wrong, I understand where Rodri and that was coming from at the time. But I'm like, bro, they all do this year, and there's an easy way out of it, bro. There is an easy way. They're all contracted with their club team, innit? Don't play for your national team then, innit? And then you'll have the rest.
So it's the way that I look at it, and obviously, they're gonna have a point, because obviously it's them that has to go out there and play. The guys above sit there and say, "Oh, let's make another tournament to make as much money as possible." So I can kind of get it from both sides. But that's the point of success, isn't it? If you're gonna go and play for a top club like a Manchester City, which you know they're going to play all the games in the Prem, and they're going to be fighting for a title. You know that they're going to stretch and probably go to the final semi-finals of a Champions League.
Yeah.
And if you're playing for one of those teams, which means you're playing for
that's what I was going to say.
your country as well.
The problem is that Man City is good. It's not the amount of games. If you was a regular team, you would have got knocked out of the League Cup, knocked out of the FA Cup, and you wouldn't be in the Euros final, bro. Sadly for you, Rodri, I should feel sorry for you. You play for Spain, bro. You just play for the best nation, and you got an issue, bro. Don't play for them, no. Because what the football players are trying to do, bro, they're trying to like Jedi mind trick us and that, bro, to feel sorry for them. First of all, I don't feel sorry for you anyway, bro. Second of all, the Nations League, and I mean this because I fell into this trek at the beginning. Oh my God, they've created a Nations League, man. Why do we need more games? Go look at the amount of games, bro. They would have had international friendlies in the same gap. It's just that they put a name on it. That's all it is. Because all the fans were complaining, saying, "Why are you giving us these needless friendlies before?" And I was involved in it. I was like, "Yeah, this is stupid." Okay, they said, "You know what? Instead of the needless friendlies, we'll give you the same friendlies, but you can win a trophy at the end of it." and that's what happened, bro. But you cannot play like if Rodri says, "You know what? Euros and that's proper trophies, World Cup proper trophies and that, which is every fucking 2 years, by the way." Okay, Nations League, I'm not playing, bro.
I think that's where the argument is, though, is because you're basically saying, yeah, man has to now choose, when the reality is I shouldn't be in a position to have to choose to play for my country just because if they didn't add Nations League, because you're right, these pointless friendlies piss me off. Why have you got a friendly middle of March and if these times the friendly against fucking Bolivia? I don't give a fuck about that. I don't want to watch that. And we don't need it for the football game itself. But you've added it in and now you've made it a Nations League. So I 100% agree with that. But then it's like now, man, you're asking, man, now I have to choose. Like, okay, Nations League, I just don't play in those. I only play qualifying matches and tournament football. But then it's like, yeah, like I shouldn't have to choose. Like I should just be able to just play for my national team, but then not to have these added extra games. For me, it's and on top of that Champions League, you've added an extra 2 games in the group stages. So it's like why did you know what I mean? These are I guess I'm not a professional footballer. I can only assume it's about the fine margins, isn't it? If man goes from playing 60 to 63 games, that could potentially and goes into a tournament in the summer, that might be a bit techie sometimes, in some years kind of thing. So you're right in terms of, you know what I mean, picking and choosing which ones. But
that's the problem.
I just feel like, why are you making man choose?
That's true, but that's the problem. They're whinging now, but it's circumstance where you're whinging because there was just the Euros and the Copa America. It's not. It doesn't happen every year, but both tournaments, Euros and World Cup, are every 4 years, which means to them they're in a tournament every 2 years, bro. Start acting like you have it every week, bro. Like you don't. And Spain don't win every year, even though they're one of the best countries. Like Alisson moaning about Brazil. Brazil shit, bro. And you in goal. You in goal, bro. He ain't doing not box to box. Alisson's injured because he keeps trying Trivela things and twisting up his knee and that, blood.
Bro, he did one in the Wolves game as well, which was
I know it's shit. It was terrible. Anyway, man,
he needs to relax, man. A bit of insight from Dom as well. He was asking, sorry, not Dom, McAllister. They was asking him about obviously how he's playing and is he enjoying his football. And obviously he touched on obviously a bit of insight about how the team sets up and the tactic. He went on to say about the structure. There is a bit of structure. There is structure, but we have freedom as well to kind of play how we want to play. He said sometimes it's Gravers in the 6 on his own. Sometimes it's a double 6. And then we have Dom in the 10. But it just sounds like it will probably rotate into 2 8s. And then, so it's pretty much what we was doing before, to be fair. Maybe when we go defensive, that's when we drop in with the 2 holding 6, which will be Mac and Gravenberch. But it just sounds like they have a bit of freedom. Then I heard Arne Slot, his take on it. And he was like, oh, it's good that, he feels he has a bit of freedom. But no, there is structure. He kind of shut it down and you're like,
so this is what you're saying behind closed doors. Okay, you're trying to lie.
He feels that way, but no, there's structure. Obviously, there's clearly stuff that they have to do in it. But as long as he's happy that he feels that there's a bit of freedom in there, then that's good, man. I don't know if you guys saw that take as well. I felt like that was an interesting take, just to kind of go, okay, Dom goes into the 10 when we go into the double 6, but sometimes it's only Gravenberch in the lone 6. Which means, for me, it just means that the other 2 become 2 8s within the formation. and he said he changes it as the game goes along. So now that's kind of a good little insight in terms of how the midfield rotate. And then he obviously spoke about him making his debut in the Champions League. I was thinking, didn't he not play before, but forgot that he played for Brighton in it. So he never played in the Champions League, bro. Can he make, like, for him as well? Obviously, he had a decent game, you know, in the San Siro, but can he stand out now, especially in this competition? Can he become like one of the best midfielders in the world? Because this is the stage to kind of do it on.
He's a Champions League player, so he definitely, you know what I mean, he should try and.
He's got the quality, man. I just feel for Liverpool at the moment. I feel like if you don't see him further forward, you're not going to see the best of McAllister. He's not like he's so good on the ball that like the dog work ain't what man are interested in seeing from him. Like you can rate it, but most people don't really care about that, bro. Like I'm not rating interceptions and that, even though he's good at it. You need to see him on the ball, bro, having some shots and that, playing the ideal needle pass, and he can do it, bro. He's got to be further up the pitch. So, yeah, if he does that, then yeah, we can definitely see it in that, bro. But
that's the tough part, though, because you know that he's got that in his locker, but because he's not utilizing that particular way, he's then not going to get the opportunity to shine to then show the world what he's about.
Yeah, he mentioned freedom going forward. I mean, like that thing. What he said and what Slot said, nothing new to me, man. I noticed that in pre-season. I said it last week as well that they seem to always rotate around. It's just that Szoboszlai is the one who's further forward most of the game, which is fine. McAllister, when a team starts tiring and that, he takes up a spot further forward a little bit more, but he's still usually not far away from where Virgil is. I want to see him further up the pitch and that. So if he's saying there's freedom, then you might want to, I don't know, get up there a little bit more, man. Let Szoboszlai cover you, or you know what I mean, Gravenberch get up there and do.
Like rotate the 2-6 and then grab Sobo comes in. And you can.
Yeah. And I know it's not going to be like a, you know, they say to each other, "You go now." It's kind of you see where the man is on the pitch, and then you just move into that spot, and it natural. It's what Man City's been doing for years, bro. Like them man never stay in one spot, bro. I can only imagine Rodri's heat map, bro. He's fucking everywhere, bro. So
do you think then, yeah? I think you just mentioned City as well, because City kind of have the same problem, really, like Liverpool have in terms of at times you can kind of cut through them, but also they play a mad high line, so whatever. Anyways, but you see with Liverpool, yeah, do you think then sometimes the rotation hurts us because then it creates gaps in terms of it's never. He said it there about it's either going to be maybe grabbing the 6 on his own, or you know someone that he might drop in, or a Trent maybe might drop in into that kind of double pivot. Do you think then that kind of hurts us as opposed to like having a set, like it is, because you see how when we do the lineups, right?
Yeah,
we always do more time we'll do like 4-2-3-1. We always kind of put, when technically it's actually not really that, like it is kind of more of a 4-3-3, but he just drops in every now and again to kind of play there. Do you think it would be better for us in terms of a defensive setup, which then probably would mean Dominic would have to drop out, but in the defensive setup to then not allow teams to be able to just cut through us how they've really been doing? Do you think maybe that might help?
I think so. That's why no one got through Arsenal, bro, because there's this set.
Yeah. It's just set. Like there's just two there, like all the time.
I agree, because that part what we was talking about when it was Szoboszlai we spoke about remember when Lamina spun him and dipped off, bro.
Yeah.
That's because both of them were up there, and they didn't need to be. They're all pressing mad high up the pitch for no reason. Like just leave Sobo up there and Gravenberch back off in it, and he spun both of them and ran for our team. And that's where the goal. I know the goal ended up being just a mistake from Kanai, so that's not where the goal came from. But that's where the ball came from. The quick as well, like he was up at the pitch quick, bro. And you're playing against these teams with fast attackers and that. They go back to front on the pitch very quick, bro. A couple of seconds and at the top of the pitch. So
because he could have been in a position where Cunha received it in that 10 spot, innit? He could have just been there trying to win.
Exactly exactly that, bro. So it can hurt you, but I guess depending on the opposition, maybe.
And then obviously in the injuries, boys, Jota. He spoke about Jota. He spoke about Chiesa as well. He said Jota missed the 2 session after the Wolves game. I'm expecting him to be with us tomorrow. So fingers crossed that's all sorted. And he had a scan and it was clear. Great. And then he said Chiesa trained yesterday but came in today with some problems. Don't know what it is. Don't know what the problems is. But he said I'm not expecting him to be with the team tomorrow. and then we'll see how it goes. But he doesn't expect him to be out for long. So he didn't say what the injury was. I don't know if there's another interview or another bit or maybe a quote that I didn't hear or see that maybe said what the injury was. But yeah, I'm a bit gutted because I would love to have seen him play, obviously, or some parts in this game tomorrow. Champions League game at Anfield. Bro, he would have loved it, man. But Jota not injured, as he says. How you guys feeling about that?
Not a good look for Chiesa, bro.
Yeah, just literally, I was about to say the same thing, boy. Not a good look for that, bro.
1 minute, he's not in the team because his fitness ain't not to pass safe. Gets back, injury. Nah, it's not a good look.
This, by the way, is why people were so hesitant in signing Chiesa, by the way. It's because the reality is 12 million is 12 million until the 12 million ain't being seen. Now that's a waste of 12 million. You know what I'm saying? And considering, I know he didn't have pre-seasons affairs, but man was getting these chicken change minutes as it was. You know what I'm trying to say? And then now you're telling me you're injured or whatever, wherever it is. Hey, I mean, that's not a good look for you. New club. Yeah, this isn't the time for you to be getting those type of injuries, to be honest, because it just reinforces the hate that man was getting. Even though we know he's a baller, we know everyone knew he's a good player. It's just, it doesn't matter if you're unless you're the free signing, we have to spend money on you. And if you ain't showing at the moment, he's not showing anything. Like, as in, I can't rate him or not rate him. I'm just like, he's just another player that
he's in the worst position on the pitch as well because it's behind Salah. It is, bro. It's
literally
for you to even try and get ahead of Salah, you're gonna need to be consistent for a mad amount of games. Salah never gets injured, so to be injured and not even get a chance to even take him over, it's like, all right, Salah's gonna play in whatever game. Then it is what it is. Salah don't care. He loves playing football. Obviously, I'm not gonna throw him out. It's early and it could be something minor, but I'm just saying from a 30,000 foot bird's eye view, and that he doesn't look the best, bro. And you know what I mean? If that's one of them things that continue, you go from being like a 12 million bargain to like, okay, you get what you pay for.
Yeah, literally.
No, that's true. It's true. You get what you pay for, kind of thing. All right, man. That's the injuries. I saw Elliot in obviously one or two of the pictures as well. Or it was one I saw him. So I don't know if it means he's back because there's not been really much pictures of him since he's had his injury. I can't remember the timeline they mentioned. Was it 4 to 6 weeks, they said?
He actually looks like a hospital patient on this, and Alisson looks like the doctor. It does.
It's the kit in it. I thought.
Yeah. You know when they go to check on
the window.
Yeah, blood. You know they go to check on the Make-A-Wish kids and that. Tell them they got a month left and that. It looks like he's like, yeah.
Fuck's sake, bro.
Nah, but it's good to see him. I don't know if he is back. Big up to Honest. He said 8 weeks. How long has it been? It's been definitely a month now, at least. Yeah.
It's been a month. It's been about 5 weeks now, I think. And I think after the international break, normally when someone's injured and you see them back like this, and we got international break coming up, probably be after that.
Then he'll be back in.
Yeah, I just want him back for the big run-ins, man. When we got them games and that, he does. No matter what you think about Harvey, he definitely gives us when Harvey warms up, bro, and comes on. I'm like, yeah, he will give you something, bro. Whether it's a cross to the back post or a shot somewhere, he does offer something, bro. So yeah, man, it'll be cold, man.
I'm just going through a few of the pictures of the man. Obviously, Darwin's back from his illness, I should say, not injury.
Was he ill?
Yeah, he was ill. That's why he missed the last game.
Nah, I'm not sure. Did he miss the last game? I thought he was on the bench. He went on
the bench. He went on the bench in the last game.
He flew him. Yeah, I remember that.
Bro, what would he have COVID in?
I don't know. The Wolves manager said, O'Neill said, "Yo, there's a virus guy around." And when Slot came on press conference, like, "Yeah, man, he's out with the illness." I'm like, "Yo, we ain't even played yet, bro. How have you got the illness?"
Yeah, a lot of people have got that. You had some kind of HIV tick this week as well.
No, I didn't.
Fuck saying, man.
That's the words of Savage. I did not have that. I had a cold / flu.
Hey, man, same symptoms.
You know the leap you've got to make to go.
Bro, do you know how far he went?
Listen, I hear what you're saying. One thing I do know, you didn't take a HIV test, so how do you know that you ain't got it?
Because I know, bro, I don't have it. I just know it.
The fact that you're having to justify is what makes the thing even worse, bro. Like,
Savage, bro. I had a cold or I had a flu, blood. That's about it. I didn't have nothing else. But yeah, Darwin's back, man. Darwin's back. Obviously, we'll get to the prediction and stuff like in terms of lineups. But yeah, he missed the last game, man, and hopefully he can. If he does get the opportunity to start in this one, he can come and set the world alight. This one, I was like, that's not a real human smile from McAllister, bro.
Is it NPC?
It's definitely a human, bro. I promise you, that's his smile, bro.
That's not a normal human being smile.
Bro, he's a strange youth. The most normal I've ever seen him is when he did the house vlog thing with homegirl when she was in his yard and that. Apart from that, bro, I remember when he was at Brighton, man, and they put the compilation together and like randomly laughing at stuff, bro. He's a weird guy, bro. He's got that messy thing about him, innit? Like, can't have it both ways, bro. You're either socially a bad man or you're an idiot, but you're great at football.
Hollywood
That's socially a bad man. Like.
Yeah, bro. Like Messi's the greatest in that, but you're not trying to sit down and have a dinner with Messi, bro. For him to just look just look at the ceiling.
He seems like he does seem like one of
them. He's just zoned out, and you're like, yo,
he's always out of it, bro.
Man said, just give him a football. That's the only time he zones into what we're doing, bro.
I promise you this.
And even then, I don't even think he's even.
Now that I say this, go and look at stuff with Messi. Messi only looks right on a football pitch, bro. Anywhere else, he looks crazy, bro. See Messi with his missus, looks crazy. With his dogs, looks crazy, bro. He looks, bro. I don't know what it is, bro. Man.
Leave Messi alone first of football, bro.
Man said Trent doing Trent. Obviously, he must have scored a mad goal. Little pingers got excited. Obviously, Robbo is fine as well. So the injury concern of Robbo as well, that's fine. He trained today, happy as well. Looked good and sharp from what we've seen. I'm not reading that account, by the way, but big account. Big account. Obviously, Mo, he needs a performance. And obviously, we spoke about Jota as well, man. Let's get to it, man. Let's do the team, bro. Who starts in goal for you guys?
Ali.
No room for Kelleher this week?
I mean, if Ali's fit, I don't know what the situation is. I'm assuming he is fit. So
he is fit.
Yeah, Champions League.
Yeah, it'll be Ali.
Ali. Okay. Who's your right back for this one?
This is the thing, man. But the one thing I know about Bologna, they're aggressive as shit, boy.
So I was looking at the team in terms of their results as well. It's not like they started off the Italian or Serie A good. They've got a few draws. Let's go to their last fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a draw. They won, draw.
Yeah, watch them against me, man. I watched one game of them this season against Como, blood. That to scrape back to get the draw, bro.
Yeah, they've won 1, drawn 4, and lost 1. Conceded 9, scored 7. So they are scoring. They're not really conceding, to be fair. They played, 6 games, I want to say?
Yeah, that's pretty much. But they're not playing anyone good either, apart from Napoli. So
Napoli, yeah.
And they got battered against Napoli.
And I was looking at...
They've lost key players, on it.
Do you know what I was looking at? Their striker, that Santiago Castro.
He's good, man.
Yeah, Argentinian. He's 20. I was just trying to look because obviously I don't know nothing about him. So I was trying to see how many goals he scored in the league so far. He scored 3 goals, 1 assist. 3 goals, 1 assist in 6 games.
Yeah, it's good with his back to goal. Very good, man. Bringing people into play. But yeah, man, they lost. I mean, Calafiori left, Xerxes left. Xerxes was good for them as well last season. So.
To be honest, the biggest thing though, they lost their manager.
I was about to say that.
That's probably the biggest thing for Bologna.
Yeah, the style of play last season was different, man. It was cold, bro.
Different. It was so different, bro.
They so far this season they play a bit like Atalanta, bro. Not as aggressive as they did against us last season, but they play a little bit like Atalanta, bro. So we need to be careful with that, man. Luckily for us, we're at home, innit?
Yeah.
We're getting the benefit with some of these games being at home because we got Man City and Madrid at home as well.
That's what I'm saying.
These are the kind of games that if it was away, their atmosphere and that blood.
It could be a bit sticky.
Especially what you said as well. You know how we start games slow. With these kind of oppositions and that, start games slow when they got their fans there. But then again, I say that they always bring their fans to Anfield and mash us up anyway. And even Smart Prague and that blood. So and Lask.
I would just have it as I'll just put Trent, man. We'll just put Trent, bro.
Yeah,
Trent. Appreciate that.
I will say though, it's one of those games that if Trent ain't playing decently defensive, take him off, bro. Don't be waiting.
Yeah, but I feel like in this game you can afford to do that, if that makes sense. Like we should be good enough to just like beat them, and then Trent comes off 50, 60 minutes. Heck, don't even come out second off. Kind of.
In the light of obviously Robbo taking that knock in the last game, do you start Robbo or do you give Tsimikas a second start in the Champions League?
You said Gomez can't play that.
He's not a left back, bro.
Says
we actually have 2 fit and available left backs.
Hey, I saw Gomez fit perfectly at left back last.
Yeah, I guess if it's just just come back from a knock, you play him. But I will say, bro, the last game in the Champions League at Tsimikas, bro, that's where he was having all them shots. And
would you trust him? Okay, would you trust him now, Sab, with the opponent not being as strong as an AC Milan?
AC Milan ain't that strong, bro.
I know they're not, but they're stronger than Bologna.
No, but the thing is, what Tsimikas was doing in the last game, I promise you, it wasn't. Apart from people are going to probably say the first goal in that, but realistically, he missed the header. But that was Virgil's fault after that. Virgil and Gravenberch's, like they could have just. Virgil didn't need to step in. So away from that, he wasn't rubbish defensively in terms of like he was getting skinned and stuff like that. It was with him on the ball. What was the problem? Not off the ball. Like everything else was fine, bro. But he was stinky on the ball, bro. Weird ass crosses. What was just not even getting past the first man, taking shots for no reason. When you could pass,
he did get an assist in the game though, Sav. Can we not let him off saying he got?
What was this? Just a corner.
Yeah, corner to Virgil.
Yeah, his in the corner. Yeah. I just felt like outside of the assist, he did nothing good, in my personal opinion. Like literally, I didn't think he did anything good.
Big up for the corner, but he was hitting hope. He didn't aim for Virgil.
Nah, the corner was cold, bro. All right, bro. Who are we putting in there? Robbo or Tsimikas?
No, play him and play Tsimikas, man, because I do feel like he's one of them. He needs games to be any good. Tsimikas, when you're playing like one game and then 6 games later is rubbish, bro. But Tsimikas, when you play him in a few games, he's pretty decent. So
I think he'll probably move on next season.
Yeah, I think so too. But I don't dislike him or anything like that. It's one of them, and even when I like people, you have to go, okay, if you're going to try to get to the next level, then whatever.
True.
Blah, blah. And then I think even if you bring a left back in, the likelihood is you'd want to bring someone in who can play Robbo out of the team. Not because I don't like Robbo. I always feel like that is the succession of what you should do with a football club, unless you can just buy who you want. It should always be, don't buy man to be on the bench, buy man to challenge the guy on the pitch, and if he's better than him, kick him out of the team, innit? Then you've got a dope left back on the bench and then a better one on the field instead of having the one what you wanted to get rid of on the pitch and then some half-hearted one on the bench.
True. Gravenberch goes straight into the 6, or would you give Wataru this game?
Wataru was like going to hurt someone on that picture, but I ain't gonna lie.
You know what, Gravenberch. Sorry, I was trying to think about it. But yeah, if Gravenberch is fit enough, I feel like he's one of them rhythm kind of players. I feel like he will just be calm with just always playing. If he can play, then just play him.
Yeah, I'm on that with Gravenberch. Just let him cook, man. He's
if he's playing well,
else, let him cook, man.
Literally,
he already had a rest already in the West Ham game, isn't it? So, I mean,
yeah, I agree. And I know I sound kind of heartless on that, bro, but realistically, bro, these men are top athletes, bro. All this rest business, it's a bit exaggerated sometimes, bro.
And if we're smoking up the team, let's say it's even better because then you can take him off.
Yeah, that's the I agree with you there. I think that should be the wave. All of this like rotations before games, I'm like relaxing it, but I feel like in game, that's where the rotation should come. If you're doing well in the game already, then rotate instead of doing it from the beginning of games. Because some games you might do that rotation thing, try and rest man for no reason, and you can't claw it back if you go down in the game.
Yeah. Because there's certain attributes you're going to be missing within that game. I've seen it before where we've gone, let's rotate man in, and you're realizing it's not a shade on the guy, but you're like, right, my man was actually playing based on how this team set up. We would have cooked, or that guy would have cooked today. All right, cool. McAllister, obviously, he did the press conference. I presume he'll be in the midfield as well. you know, his time to kind of shine now as well, man. Yes, we would love to see him a bit further forward, but at the moment, it's him and Gravenberch doing up the double pivot /8 position. Who goes in the 10 for you guys? Question mark on Subbo during the week. Not a good performance at all. Curtis, you said look good. Would you put Curtis in?
I think Curtis would be able to.
Especially with that rotation thing, what he was talking about, just I feel like that's what he actually did against West Ham. That rotation thing you actually saw against West Ham towards the end of the game. You could see that Curtis was the one higher up the pitch. When he first was playing, he wasn't. So yeah, play him. And if he's shit, take him off on it.
And Cav said Morton a try. I wouldn't mind it, but not yet, Cav. It's not that I don't trust Morton to do well, but it's Champions League, bro, and you can't disrespect Bologna, even though they've got rid of a few of their good players. Couple of players injured. Yeah,
definitely think you get some game time though. I do see that if depending on the result, obviously, but I think you're on 20 minutes and that.
Yeah, I did see Trey obviously training with the first team as well from that training video they put up. So maybe he's obviously in the squad.
Yeah,
for that. But yeah, Jones in the 10. Let's try it and see what happens, man.
Yeah.
We know Salah is going to play with the news of Chiesa being injured. What does Mo have to do in this one, man? Because obviously, you know my take on him. You guys, obviously, we know that we need him currently, but he does need to perform, though, man. It can't be.
I think he's in a position where it doesn't matter. I can tell you, bro. Like, I feel like for you, he needs to perform. But I think with Chiesa's injury as well, especially, Salah can stink it up. I'm 99% sure that this brother will. Yeah, I mean.
But what I mean, RKG, don't you want a reaction now from him?
I mean, he scored in the last game, so for him, it's just he's a goal scorer. Strikers only care about the goals.
I'm not talking about the goal.
No, but
performance.
We say this all the time. He's a striker. He's an attacker. I don't think the performance levels for him matter at this point, because as long as he's putting the ball in the back of the net, he's doing more than most. Let's put it that way in terms of contributing to team win. Take out Salah's goal, Liverpool draw on the weekend. So it's a bit beat. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you though. Of course, we want
pen, by the way, G. It wasn't like he dribbled the team and scored. It was a pen.
I know, but if he didn't score that, we would have drew 1-1.
Yeah, and if someone else taking it, they could have scored as well, bro.
And guess who took it?
Yeah,
it's only Salah. You know what I mean? Like, but what I'm trying to say is that Hollywood Rock, 100%. It's just about that now, and I think that, like I said, I just think we've got to, as fans, I think now you've just got to judge it differently now. Like, we just got to kind of get over it. It's just, you're talking about, because I always think of it, no one looks at Haaland and says, oh, yeah, but he's not doing this, but he scores bare goals. Salah's the same thing. Yeah, I mean, like, to me, they're almost
you know what it is, though, G? There's a difference. Haaland is a good player, but he started off showing you that he's just a goal scorer. Salah, he didn't start. Maybe at Liverpool, but that's not how he started off. He started off being a player that was able to dribble, be his player, exciting.
But that's
the goals were added to the equation.
Basel and that though. That's like all like years.
Salah Chelsea as well, bro. It's not like he did well there.
And even then, that's even years.
Wasn't great either. That first loan spell there, it was more the Roma signing, and then into Liverpool. Then he became the GA. Goals, but he was
I'm only, as in me personally, I never looked at Salah as a dribbler like that anyway. Like when he came to Liverpool, I didn't think of this guy. All I thought of Salah was this brother's fast. Dribbling, yeah, but I wasn't really feeling it like that. Like that wasn't an attribute that I actually cared about with Salah. I didn't think he'd score the goals though. That's what bugged me about us signing him. I was like, how are we getting like this speedster? Like, do we need him? Kind of thing. Like, is it that deep? And then obviously he's done what he's done. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
You know what it is, though, G? I just feel like I'm gonna go against my football. I don't know, man. My footballing ability, bro, and knowledge around the game. Just go. I don't care if you play good, bro. Just score in it, bro.
I know what the problem is, man. I said it in the last show, but if our number 9 was scoring all the goals, then it's easier for people to accept to kick Salah out of the squad. Isn't it? That's the truth, bro. Because our number 9. I say that I'm not going to pick on any of them this season. It's only just started. But all the other seasons, Salah outscores everyone. So until that guy becomes the main dude, that's it, isn't it?
That's when we'll start questioning
because then you can go, well, what you're slowing down playing. You're not offering this. And when it's like, oh, I'm offering goals, like you're offering as many goals as anyone else would be. Take your place, what's up? At the moment, he offers like double the goals usually. So it's one of them ones, bro.
Oh, no,
it's not like I don't agree with you, though. You know, bro, it winds me up in games, bro. I used to be very calm in games with Salah, bro, but now he's pissing me off. Bro. Yeah, I understand why he's playing, though. It's just I don't like it. What the fuck am I doing,
man? Who's going on to the left-hand side? Diaz or Cody? Does Cody come in and get his second start in the Champions League, or does Diaz?
Cody Rhodes, man, play him. They're both in form.
Who do you guys know who plays right back for Crystal Palace?
Palace.
Can't remember.
Oh, my man. What's his name again?
Because then, I would have done Diaz starts, and then Cody will start the weekend. That's
you want Diaz?
That's what I was just trying to figure out, like, who starts at right back for Fig. But I guess it doesn't really matter. But I start Diaz, and Cody can start the weekend.
Yeah. I'll probably would go with Gakpo actually, but I don't know.
Yeah, bro, you can go with either, and I'm not even fussed about who actually plays. But
anything
that was just my thinking.
Palace, ain't Diaz's brethren?
Diaz's brethren.
Nah, in the Colombian Muniz.
Oh yeah, okay, fair. Okay.
I think it's his. Did I make that up? Is he his teammate? I swear he is.
Hold on, let me go.
I don't know if he's a teammate, but I know who you're talking about.
You have him.
I don't know if he's his teammate though, but yeah, he plays.
You have him, and you have Tariq Mitchell on the other side, isn't it?
Hmm.
Because they play with finger three at the back, and then.
Oh, that means Salah is going to be locked up again. I'm sorry.
Someone let me know in the chat because now I feel like I'm just making something up, bro. I don't like making shit up.
No, it is Muniz, but Tyron Mitchell plays on the other side. We know what that means.
Yeah. It's Colombian. I'm right. I remember seeing it.
So, what does Gakpo have to show, man? Is it at this moment though? One just plays Champions League, one plays in the league, or is it who's on form?
Yeah, I think I don't see a space where one of them just plays all the games. They're both playing really good at the moment. So to keep them in form, they have to keep playing football matches, and we have 2 to 3 matches every week. So playing.
Yeah,
I think
at the moment. Sorry.
No, that's it. That's what I'm saying, bro.
All I was going to say, you're asking about what this game, unfortunately, isn't going to make the manager think anything different. I don't think. I don't think he's going to. Hey, you could score 4 goals in this game. I don't feel like it's going to change what he would do in terms of moving forward. Just because of the opposition, we should I mean, the reality is not to disrespect anybody, but this ain't the game. This ain't going to be the type of match. I don't think so. That's why I'm not really that bothered who even plays. I'm just like, I play, do well.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
We'll go back to the same 11 on Sunday.
Yeah, that's why when Endz asks who we should pick, I just picked because I like both of them.
So, yeah. It was just more. It's just more like when Endz is asking there about what do you think he needs to do. I don't think even if he plays badly, I don't think that will play too much into his thinking about what he was gonna do for say Saturday. I don't think they're looking at it too far past the next game at the moment. Just game by game, and seeing if obviously Chiesa's injured, and of course that changes things maybe. But I feel like doesn't hurt.
Maybe by luck this man will be starting up front. Darwin Núñez, obviously with Jota, Slot said he is expecting him to be a part of the squad. Whether he starts, I doubt he'll start him if he hadn't trained for 2 sessions and if Darwin's obviously been back in training and stuff from his illness. So Darwin, you would probably expect to start this game. What does he have to do in this one for you as well, lads? Maybe not to get the start of the weekend because it might be rest Jota, make sure he's fit for the weekend and you put him back in. But what does he kind of have to do to kind of keep in mind of the manager like, yo, I know I'm maybe not the main guy right now, but I can start if you need me.
Score. I guess need to score.
I think based on what I've seen of him so far this season, because he's been decent, man. I need him more involved. And I don't mean involved in the build-up play, so he doesn't have to do that. But when it's around that box area, I need to see good movement from him and stuff like that. And kind of obviously got to work on his decision making as well, because even on them games he drifted out to the left a few times, which was fine. He picked up the ball and that. We had the one when he linked up with Cody. That was nice. So just keep doing that. Yeah, I mean, And then obviously with the obvious in front of goal, put the ball in the back of the net. And I think,
Do you know what we haven't had to see yet though, Sab? We haven't. Maybe you have, but maybe I'm forgetting. We haven't. You know them chances like last season was getting. Maybe in this game we get to see it, and then maybe if he puts those away, maybe gets them again on a consistent basis. Maybe that trust or reliance.
Maybe
I
I think
haven't
so.
seen that yet. You know them Travella little pass from Mo, cross goal. Maybe he's there and then he just hits the goalkeeper, or someone puts him in an angle and then just.
You know what I would like from Nunes as well? I think they're being busy in the box here, but we don't get enough headers on goal from him, innit? And obviously you have to cross the ball, so it's not just his fault.
Yeah,
that crossing the ball more, and then him being in the actual spot, because we get the ball in the box so many times where there's nobody there, and that goes for him and Jota, by the way. Like I see bare times, like Robbo will fire one in, the closest person to the ball, Salah. How is Salah the closest person when he's on the right hand side? There's got to be someone in the center, so be busy in there, and that'll do him good stead, man. Then he can start getting some tap-ins and that, because usually when Robbo fires in, it's across the floor, bro. So
I think it's because they are not what I would call natural strikers. Like, I don't see them as, that's not a natural instinct.
No, yeah, I
as
agree.
you would see for like Ollie Watkins, players of that kind. Like because Nunes can play out left, Jota can play out left, he can play out right, he can play through the middle, he can play number 10. Like natural strikers, like I'll use Ollie Watkins again.
You go for the penalty spot all the time.
Because you just know, like as a striker, like Watkins can't play left wing or right wing. Like man plays up front. That's it.
The problem is it's not even like a diss. I mean this, isn't it? But obviously, I feel like when Jota and Nunes are being used, they're used slightly different because Jota can get involved in the build-up play. That's not, forget if Nunes is good at it. If that's not your forte, then stay away from it, bro. So because you're not that good in the build-up play, linked up with Thingy good last week, Gakpo, that was in the box. That's my point, in the box, bro. So you're not, yes, he can go over to the left-hand side, but he's not good on the left in terms of he's not whipping the ball in and stuff like that and beating his man. So try and be a bit more busy in the box, that's all. But I'm sure he will do that because he wants goals. And then for the rest of the team, when he makes the run, play him the fucking ball, innit? Because there is times when he runs in there and I think for a lot of the offsides, some of it is his fault, not being smart enough, intelligent enough. And some is the reason why he's offside is because he's ran into the right spot. You haven't played it. Now the next phase has moved on. And now he's offside, bro. That's natural. So
score predictions, lads, man. And we'll head out.
2-0.
I want a bit more though, Sav. I want a bit more goals, man.
Oh yeah, I would love more. I'd love to smoke them 6-0 to be honest, but they are like they don't leak that many goals.
I was looking, they score and they concede.
Yeah, exactly.
2-0. Who's your goal scorers, you said?
I'm actually gonna go Nunes and Salah. Yeah, I'm going Nunes and Salah.
G?
3-1. By R11, Darwin, Gakpo.
No, say it, bro. That's what you was gonna say. Don't change it.
No, because I forgot who else was playing. Gakpo. Actually, the whole front three. So
Salah, Darwin, Gakpo. Fair enough.
I think I just have a feeling they'll score. But I just think that we won't be able to keep them out.
I'm gonna go 5-0.
That'll be a beautiful thing, man.
5-0. I want another clean sheet. I feel like the clean sheet will breathe a bit more confidence into the back line. And it looks like they really want the clean sheets as well. Even when we conceded the goal, man, the way they got on, but you could see the disappointment as well. And even though you're winning the game, they're like, "Nah, I don't care, bro. We want those clean sheets." So I'm gonna go 5-0. I don't know, man. Can Darwin score a hat trick, bro?
No. Sure, he scored braces. But then again, if he gets a brace, Slot will take him off, bro. So.
But Jota might not be fit to play. He might just run.
Slot will still take him off and put Morton up front or something, but they don't want no hat tricks, bro. Yo, you think that the whole of Nike's budget has gone on PSG, but that's why everyone else has got shit kits and that.
Shit kits. So
PSG
they
got
got
the coldest
They got the
tracksuits.
Gaza
tracksuit kits.
bro.
The ultras are out in full force and that. The kit's great. Nah. Anyway.
5-0. I'm gonna go Nunes hat trick, Mo to score 2.
Yeah.
But Cody's gonna be cooking, and he'll get a few assists in the game.
Yeah.
Fair.
Hey, man. One of them.
Final thoughts, lads, before we get out of here, man. Big up to Honesty as well.
So in this Champions League phase, it's all about points, bro. That's all I care about. Just get the max points.
Get the points in it.
Yeah.
Literally. Get the points and then like I think Pop said it there anyway, like it's a home game, I get it, but yeah, just get those points. Let's just move on to the next game. I'll be honest, like this isn't a game that I'm really too bothered about in terms of how obviously don't play shit, but unless he's gonna chop and change the entire team, I feel like we should be all right. We should be all right still.
All right, I see Honesty 4-0. Darwin, Braves, VVD, Gakpo getting some more goals from the centre backs. Liverpool Truth Channel, we've gone Salah and Gakpo. Any more scores? No more scores in there. All right, man. You guys got anything coming up today for the rest of the night?
I'm live now. I'm live as we speak. I'm on. I'm doing the Arsenal watch along and Dortmund. So yeah, man. I sent you, man, the link if you want to jump across and jump off. You know the thing, bro.
No blood. How did man just want to go live?
Listen, just sync up, and that's the vibe, man. Hey, I'm out, blood. Card to start that thing, but big up the man.
Big up, bro.
Everyone in the chat jump over and don't be a pussy old blood. If I don't see you over there, your mom and it, I'm gone.
Very violent.
That's why people don't want to go over there, Seth. Can't be telling them about their moms, bro. All right, let me just redirect it quickly before we jump out. What have you got coming up tomorrow, G?
I was supposed to do. I've got the preview, but I was going to do it live, but I've literally just found out I've got something to do tomorrow morning. So I'm going to pre-record it. So I'll have that drop tomorrow, same time, probably like 11. So yeah, that'll be about it. And then we're back on the next day. What's that? Thursday morning for the match reaction. So everybody stayed locked in. This ain't one of those games. I was bothered, but then I was like, bro, it's only freaking, what do you call it? Bologna, like, yeah, it's not really that. I don't really care about it. This almost feels like a Europa League game. Like this would be like a big Europa League game, if that makes sense.
All right, guys, you're going to be redirected over to Savage, man. You know what I mean? Go and show some love, man. Just go and drop the like, even if you're heading out and you don't want to watch it. Just head over, like the video for him, at least minimum requirement, man, and then do what you need to do. I might jump over there actually still.
Yeah, I'm going to have something to eat and then I'll be over there still.
Let's say less, man. Tomorrow after the game, guys, the calling is back. Apologies, as I said last time. Obviously, he wasn't well, so I couldn't do it. But yeah, tomorrow, man, we're good to go, man. It'll be interesting to hear what we have to say, seeing if the tunes have changed or people are still where they are in terms of mindset about how Liverpool's playing, etc., etc. But it was interesting to hear the guy said that Wolves didn't have a shot past the 75th minute. So 75th minute, they had nothing on goal. And in the second half, I think Arne Slot said they only had 2 shots on target in the second half. So even though the team looked busy, they looked all over the place and looked like they could score. Realistically, it was only 2 shots in the second half. But yeah, man. Let me head out of here, man. Guys, go and support Savage until we head over there. Peace out.
but I have an idea. I heard the song today a few times, and you can do that. I have no problem with that. Let's see how the response will be. Endz Man, la 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 la. Endz Man, la 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 la. Now imagine the next season starts and you are not waiting what's going on. No, you go full throttle into it. You welcome the new manager like you welcomed me. You go all in from the first day.